can see it from here. What good would
Yeah, but
you want me to hold it?
No, you got to look at the names.
Oh, the names.
Yeah, the whole thing about this is the names. The trophy's a trophy.
It's got a good weight to it.
It's heavy.
It's like a real trophy.
Yeah, no, that's no bullshit.
Oh, and it's got that's pretty nice. It's got all of the years on here. I don't think everyone can see that.
There you go.
I don't know who this is on, right?
We started.
Liz Cheney,
Yeah, I won this year.
and that's second place.
And no,
Oh, that's your
team name.
That's
Yeah,
your team.
we name our teams after powerful women.
That's so funny. Do I know all these? The monkey.
Yeah, some people don't follow the rules.
Sacagawea is very funny. Dylan Ferrier, CJ's cool team.
Yeah, some people don't follow the rules.
Some people. Liz Cheney's very funny.
Yeah, so
Michelle Obama, the first, as she should be, the #1 woman on here. Way to go! Congratulations.
So it looks like, if you don't know anything, it looks like me and Liz Cheney ran a fantasy football league together.
Yeah, like you were partners. That's what I thought.
So
and then I put it together. Yeah, who's Liz? I was like, is Liz Cheney? Is that your girlfriend? I was like, that's not her. You're not dating Liz Cheney.
Not anymore. She broke up with me.
A little bit of dust on here.
Yeah.
I've been cleaning my apartment. I've been keeping a keen eye on dust these days. I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube about cleaning and landscaping. I'm getting into it.
You have to watch YouTube videos on that.
Do you know how to in what order to clean your apartment?
I didn't know there was an order to clean an apartment.
There is.
According to who?
The fucking internet, Rich.
What the fuck does that mean?
People who clean professionally.
What's the order?
Yeah. See?
Wait, what?
See,
I can't ask what the order is, and you go, yeah.
You made me sound like I was stupid.
Yeah, because
then you were like, what's the order?
You can't just make up an order to clean. You just clean.
You don't want to vacuum first, because vacuuming kicks up a lot of the dust. So you want to vacuum last. You actually want to wipe down with a microfiber rag. Okay? Microfiber rags has got an electrical charge to it, so it'll kind of absorb
the dust.
The dust.
Okay.
And then you do, if you really want to get like a deep clean, you'll do like a moist wipe down.
So you gotta do a dry and then a moist?
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, if you want to get like really into it.
Okay.
And then we're talking about floors here, right? And then you mop. That's kind of the moist. It's the same thing, depending on how extensive you want to get. And then you do a vacuum. Did I lose you? You went to the mouse. I lost.
Just want to make sure it's off. I'll put this here.
Make sure it's
wet. No, dry then wet.
You do a dust, and then you do a wet. So a mop or like a wet rag over the space to get all of that, and then you vacuum all of like the bigger things up. That
particles.
The big particles. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because air quality in the apartment, my apartment, I think apartments in general in New York is like pretty shitty.
Yeah.
So the dust.
Okay. Are those the only 3 steps?
Yeah.
Is this according to multiple videos or just one video?
Yeah. I've like done a lot of research on this.
Okay. There doesn't seem to need a lot of research on this.
Yeah, it's only 3 steps. But you want to compare, because there's some dickhead who you don't want to believe the first shithead that you run into.
Right.
Kind of be like, okay, I'll take that into consideration.
Right. Let's see what else is going on.
You see a couple more. There are people who will go into an apartment, like a shitty, disgusting apartment, kind of like this one.
Yep.
And there's like garbage all over the floor, and they'll do a deep clean on it. It's like one of those makeover videos.
What, they power wash the floors and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. I like those.
I like the power washing the floors, and then I've really gotten to guys edging lawns. Like mowing overgrown. Mowing
I thought you were going to stop at guys edging.
Guys jerking off to the point where they're about to come, and then they don't. And I'm like, "Ah, damn it, you did it again." Keep going, brother.
I was like, where are you searching on YouTube to find that?
Yeah. I watch a lot of videos on edging for punishment, edging for pleasure, edging for control, edging for discipline, and then edging lawns. Those are my 5 subscriptions on the channel. Guys edging, but like landscaping videos.
Okay.
Like mowing lawns.
Gotcha. Did you install a lawn in your apartment?
Yeah, there's 3 steps. Did I tell you to?
Yeah, you got to start dry.
Yeah, you got to start dry, and then you go wet, and you don't want to vacuum first. You don't want to vacuum. No, I didn't install a. What does that even mean?
Why are you watching lawn mowing videos?
Because they're satisfying.
You're turning into a middle-aged man.
Yeah.
I'm watching this happen in real time.
You didn't even wish me a happy birthday.
I texted you.
No, just since I saw you. In this moment,
Because it happened, 2 weeks ago? I got to wish you a happy birthday 2 weeks after?
I would have liked it.
After I did it the day of?
I would have liked it. I wasn't expecting it, but now that you brought up, I am almost middle-aged, 34.
I didn't know you were going through menopause also.
Yeah, I'm very sensitive now. My nipples hurt. Yeah.
Well, that was before or after.
I got hot flashes from all those guys edging off to almost completion.
Edging off their lawns.
Like edging off their
It's just a guy masturbating.
and their giant cocks. Yeah, so I'm turning into a middle-aged, and I've been slow cooking a lot. Bought a rice cooker. I'm done. I'm gonna die.
But yeah,
I'm dead. I bought a coffin last week. Every night I fall asleep in it, so it'll make it easier for my family.
Gotcha.
They just got to close it up. They don't even have to take my body out. They just lift it up.
Get it out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sleep in a coffin.
Yeah, get piece of cake movers to
I go to bed I go to sleep in my coffin like this. Come on. Come on. No more life.
And then you wake up another day in hell. As Tom Luciano.
Another fucking day.
Did you ever end up doing anything for your birthday?
I did. I ate a ton of Chinese food.
That's nice.
It was really
That's
nice.
sad.
No. I had a busy week, and I didn't want to do anything.
Busy week.
Actually, I hung out with Tobin first, which is worse than hanging out by myself.
Right.
Somehow sadder. Yeah, last year I did that big party, and I was like, I'm not going to do another thing.
I was anticipating, because you've done it 3 years in a row.
I know.
So I was anticipating it.
That and the camp out.
Are we done with the camp out also?
The camp out's going to be in the fall.
I'd rather have the birthday party than the camp out.
I could do a birthday party.
Yeah. Well, you would have a birthday party 3 months after your birthday.
Yeah.
You're that type of person.
I didn't want to do one.
That's okay.
I'm not a birthday guy to begin with. I think last year, so the year before that, I did one with Dan Polzello.
But at the same spot.
At the same spot. And I think the year before that, I did something with O'Regan, because I think O'Regan's birthday is the day.
And then you stopped really talking to him.
Me?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't really talk to anyone.
He's in that group chat with us.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes we'll drop a random comedy special.
Yeah. And we go, good, huh? And
yeah. Everyone gives it a thumbs up.
Yep.
Or barely a nothing.
Yep. Okay.
So really been getting into landscaping videos. They'll have like an overgrown lawn.
I've watched them.
Yeah.
The guy, he knocks on their door and he's like, I'll cut this for free.
Yeah, and they power washes the driveway.
Yep. How much do you think he's making off those vids?
The one I watched, I think had 10 million views.
So he's got to be making $500, $600 off that.
Do you think?
No, he's probably making.
He's probably making a couple grand a month.
Right.
Off advertising, for sure.
This is off YouTube, or I see it on the TikTok.
I know, he's hitting up all the channels.
He's hitting up all the channels.
And there's a bunch of those guys.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Trying to make content like this.
This is fucking.
We should be power washing houses in Alabama for diabetic people.
Yeah, it's exclusively for people with diabetes.
People who can't move because they're so fat. Like, oh, this woman, she's had a rough life, and you see the video of her, like you're like 29. How are you so?
Yeah.
What do you mean rough life?
I like also other persons like, I'm just warning you, it's pretty bad. Yeah. We know.
Yeah,
that's why he's here.
Yeah, that guy shows up at your house, you've done a really.
You need to go to the doctor.
It's a sign of more bad things in your life than one.
Well, let me tell you why you're on today.
Why am I on?
I told you, like our video, like the video of us with Jason, has been getting sky high views.
Yeah.
Each episode of you has been getting sky high views, and people are commenting, "Can Tom Luciano come back on?"
You're joking.
I swear to God.
So who says this?
That 3 people.
Okay, 3 people. But have they been getting views?
Yeah.
Really?
I have no idea why. They're not good.
You sound like you're surprised that people like me.
Yes, because I've seen you.
You sound like you're surprised that people enjoy my way of being in the world.
Because not only do I know you, I've also witnessed you perform for over half a decade now.
Right.
6 years.
5 years, 6 years, yeah.
Yeah, and generally, people don't enjoy
pretty
your
unlikable.
presence.
Yeah. I have to work pretty hard out of the gate to prove that I'm not a piece of shit.
But for some reason, when you're not in the room, but yet also present, people like you. And I don't get that.
I don't get it either, frankly. I've been trying to figure it out. I don't really care. You're talking about off stage, but in the room.
No, I'm talking about on someone's TV or on their phone or something.
Oh, people like me here. Yeah. Well, that one clip that we had of the horse thing.
That went fucking viral and a half. I still get likes on it.
How many does that have now?
Views? That's at like 60K on Instagram.
That's hilarious.
Everywhere else didn't do great.
Yeah, some of my clips on my Instagram, not that I post them ever, but like have done really well.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
A video should do well on every platform or no platforms. But for some reason, they do well on one and not the others.
Yeah.
And I blame China.
I blame China, and we can't forget about Zelensky.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I blame all of my problems on Zelensky.
There's a report that came out. They're talking about it on the news. Zelensky has to bomb the TikTok algorithm.
He wanted to bomb it.
Just
fly.
He's like, can I bomb the algorithm?
Yeah. Because he wasn't getting enough views.
That's it.
Did he post his stand-up?
Because people forget he was a comedian.
Right.
So they're like, you're at war? And he's like, yeah, with fucking Shoals.
God, how pumped is he that he got into it? Part of him was like, all right, sick. I get to be on TV every day now.
Yeah.
Like internet, like worldwide. I get to be a worldwide celebrity. I get to meet presidents and stuff. He's probably cracked a couple of good jokes. I haven't watched a lot of his stuff, but you got to know that like deep down inside of him is like, oh man, I'd fucking love to do a dick joke right now or like a poop joke. Because if you're he was an open mic comedian, right? He wasn't like a.
No, he was like their Ricky Gervais.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was like the guy.
Okay, so if he has a sense of humor,
Ukraine.
But in Ukraine, yeah,
where there is no comedy,
so
there is no humor.
Like borscht.
Yeah. It's like he had a lot of material on cabbage.
Yeah, he's got a tight 10 on pierogies, like short rib pierogies and the potato ones. And you should hear stuff on cheese, man. That guy will go for hours on cheese pierogies.
It's so stupid.
It's so dumb. But you got to know that like during the press conferences, his initial reaction is probably to slip in a joke somewhere. Well, like his team's talking him down. Like, hey, stop. You don't need to.
He's thinking of it like a corporate gig every day.
You think deep down he's like practicing his like writing a 15 for when he's done?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And he's hitting open mics when you don't see him. He's doing the clubs.
He's hitting open mics in Russia.
Yeah. He's going to Poland and he's working the rooms.
It's like, where's the fuck Zelensky? He's like, well, he's working out that new material. Remember? He's working on that new bit about.
He only has 4 years in office, and after that, then what? You know, so he's getting stronger material.
We can't knock him. He's thinking ahead.
Yeah, he's like like how Louis is just touring, getting that material ready. That's how Zelensky is in Eastern Europe.
Yeah,
Romania, Poland. He's just working the road.
He's gonna have so much material about getting bombed,
or bombing
other people.
Yeah, you guys thought bombing was bad. How about war?
You guys know what it's like when you have to kill a bunch of prisoners of war with your bare hands? You guys know what I'm talking about. All you Ukrainian people. We've been through a lot the last couple of years. Give it up for yourselves.
Keep it going for your hosts. Keep it going for yourselves for going through the war.
Keep it going for the country right now because we are getting annihilated.
That would be great. That instead, that's how they announce him. Like when we go to the president of the United States, they go, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Zelensky.
Stop. I'm just like you guys. How's everyone doing out there? Bad? That's what I thought. I have been in this country too.
Dude, there's a check spot when he's doing the news. He's like, okay, well, how much is that? 100% gratuity. Remember to add that.
Yeah, he's got Andy Engel running his press conferences.
That's such a deep cut.
That's such a deep cut.
Such a deep cut.
A bringer. Well, you spent so much time there.
At Gotham?
Yeah.
Dude, I spent so much time at Gotham, dude.
It's
led to nothing,
Your
dude.
bitterness started there and has only grown. And it makes so much sense.
Yeah. And me and Kyle Mara.
You and Kyle
Two of the bitterest people on the planet.
That's true. For guys with great hair.
Yeah. Well, this was from a Matt and Shane secret podcast step. There's only two routes you could go as a man. You could either get bitter or get gay.
Get bitter or get gay. That's a Kid Rock lyric, I think.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. I'm just making that up.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like it. Get bitter or get gay.
You drinking Bud Light?
Bud Light?
Yeah, do you know what's going on with that?
No.
There's a whole controversy that they're sponsoring a trans activist or a trans comic, trans at least personality.
Okay.
And now everyone's protesting. Bud Light. Kid Rock shot a bunch of Bud Lights.
Shot them?
Yeah, with a gun, dude. He set them up by a river in his backyard and he shot them all.
I imagine he was doing that before anyway.
But they were empty before.
They were empty before. Yeah. Now he's like, I'm going to waste this beer.
Yep.
What's the big deal, though?
People don't like trans.
Oh, yeah. There was a big thing in my company today. Someone posted, there was some like diversity event that we were promoting, and someone posted this thing about like the trans community.
Pro or anti?
It was inflammatory. Like they were trying.
Oh, what does that mean?
They were saying something like controversial. I don't remember exactly what it was, but then someone deleted it, and then it caused this whole thing of like freedom of speech in corporate America, and it was wild. And I was making eggs, and I was like, I'm just gonna turn this off. I work from home.
You just get like a Slack message, and it's someone making inflammatory trans
it's
comments?
like we do these live streams for like
they like said it
in front of like 10,000 people. Like there's the chat on the.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like on camera.
No.
I was like, how the fuck did they delete that?
The video was on about inclusivity and all this shit, and some dude posted something about how something about trans rights or something, and it set people off.
Well, now
and then someone deleted it.
I'm
and
nervous.
It caused the whole thing.
I always don't think I'm recording. Well, now.
You should get a light or something.
Yeah, I should. Now in my house, there was official announcement this weekend. My dad said no more Bud Light in the house.
Really? That's not shocking at all.
That's another protest. There's a lot of things protested
How
at
the
that
fuck
house.
are people even finding out about this?
Oh, because it's all over the news.
Really?
Yeah, you should know this.
I don't care.
But you live in the world. Like people are talking about this.
Yeah, I mean, I was on a social media. I cut it out. Cut it out.
Congrats.
No. Really wasn't using my phone for more than an hour a day, and then no TV, no pods. Really just picking it up to text and then turning it off.
Huh.
Yeah. Feels great.
Feels good.
Yeah, dopamine fast.
Gotcha. So dopamine fast?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Just a clean reset. Because we're constantly bombarded with shit, like screens all the time. We're on our phones. Fucks your brain up when you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, and you're just like scrolling. And a couple weeks ago, like I was on the apps. That's a whole other thing to talk about.
I just joined last night.
You joined? Oh shit! You weren't joking that you went through a breakup.
Yeah.
Oh, when you said Liz Cheney, she broke up with me. I was like,
oh, that was a joke. Yeah,
that was a joke. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
that.
Like
3 months.
I've
been with you since then. I've hung out with you several times.
I don't think we've talked about this.
Oh, we might not have.
I don't think we have, because I saw you at your show.
Yeah.
And then I've been away.
A gay.
And gay. And bitter. Away and gay. Did you talk about it on this pod already? Do you want to talk about it?
We could talk about it if you want. I've talked about it on the pod, but we could talk about it. Do you have questions? Questions, concerns?
How do you feel?
It's all I did. You had to do it.
You did it. You broke up with her.
Yep.
When was this? 3 months ago, you said?
Martin Luther King Day was the last day I saw her. Never forget.
In memory of.
In memory of. I said, if I'm going to do it any day, it's got to be this.
I hate to do this, but Martin would like it this way.
He would like it this way.
Martin would have preferred I do it today.
Yeah. He had a dream, and so did I.
And then you shot her in the head.
Yeah, and then the FBI killed her, which was weird.
How long did you know before you pulled the trigger? Like, was it months of like, I'm not really sure. Let me see if it.
It was like 6 to 9 months of like, I saw where this was going.
Yeah.
So it was just one thing after another, and eventually I was like, oh, she'll change. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So
that's how it goes.
Basically, I think I said it on here. The final straw, the thing I used as a final straw, which it really, I was over it before then, was talking about finding an apartment, dating someone for 3 years. She refused to tell me anything about her finances.
Because you're moving in together. Presumably that's what you were trying to do, and you were trying to find an apartment. Like, what's?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, what's your budget? Just salary divided by 40. Let's do it. She's like, oh, I'm never going to tell you my salary. And I was like,
that's weird. Yeah.
Well, and I mean, that was one of many things that were wrong with the relationship.
Yeah. Sorry
So I
about
was
that.
like, oh, so this is over.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm going to sign a lease on Wednesday. If your name isn't on it, then this is over. Picked up her stuff, and I haven't seen her or talked to her since.
So you gave her an ultimatum, basically, and then she...
Essentially, but, like, I knew she was never going to do it,
Yeah.
so...
Well, yeah. Well, how did she take it?
I won't badmouth her. She will never admit any. She won't show emotion.
Okay.
So she's probably taking it very rough,
Uh-huh.
but she'll never admit that.
But she hasn't called you. You haven't called her since?
No.
In 3 months.
3 months.
Wow, that's pretty rare, I think. Usually there's kind of some level of like, you got to get the momentum to knock the thing over, and if people bounce back, and then you miss each other for a while, and then it's,
Well, that's another part of this relationship. She is not maturely emotional.
Yeah. It's hard. It's wild. You dated for what, 3 years?
3 years.
It's a long time. That's real. It's a real relationship.
Yep. So
Now you're back on the apps, old Richie boy, back on One Swipe Rich.
Yep.
Have you been on any dates yet?
No, I signed on yesterday after saying a whole thing about how I wasn't going to do it.
Really? It's great. They're really, I mean, they're terrible, but they are effective.
Let me tell you something I'm noticing.
Yeah.
Heterosexual females on the apps are the gayest people on the planet.
Go on.
Like, I've only been on Hinge.
Mm-hmm.
They're so gay.
Yeah.
Like,
They say the same thing. They all say the same thing.
They're all saying the same thing. Grindr is less gay than heterosexual Hinge.
I agree. Yeah.
There's no, tell me your favorite place you've traveled. Who cares?
It doesn't matter. They all say the same. They're like, what are the things? Think something you hate. Slow walkers. They all say that.
They fucking hate slow walkers, dude.
Anything that ends in dogs, anything that ends in wine, anything that ends in like pizza, like a fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah.
They'll all do that. On my profile, there's like, what was my prompt for a long time? And every girl, like anytime I got an inbound, the girl didn't understand it. I was like, I'm looking for someone who, I think it was, hates dogs and walks too slow. And I got girls in my inbox being like, I think you meant the opposite of what you said. I'm like,
That's
no.
how you filter out the idiots.
Exactly. I was like, nope, I know exactly what I said, and you're a stupid person. Thank you for revealing yourself.
I'll ask you to dissect my profile. I made it off the cuff last night.
Oh,
off
I'd love
the
to.
cuff.
I'd love to. We got a little screenshot action here.
I don't have the editing capabilities, but
You don't have that editing capability?
I mean, I do because I have a Premiere license, but I don't know how to do that. I just genuinely don't know how to do that.
I know how to do it. That'd be a fun thing to do at another time.
Yeah.
Because what you do is you just do screen share on yours, and then you like sync it up. Like you can record your screen on your iPhone. There's like when you pull.
Oh, and I guess then it still records audio.
It doesn't record audio. You need two phones, so
No.
you need to like get mine and then.
No,
Anyway,
well, okay. You could.
What did you?
We'll figure it out.
What was your strategy? What'd you go with? You're in a good company right now. So Tobin, Mancusi.
No, well,
Bramante,
good company. Well,
the saddest people of all time.
yeah, the saddest people of all time.
Me?
Yeah, you fucking 34-year-old loser who's slow cooking rice, which isn't how you cook rice.
Slow cooking rice. Those were two separate thoughts, but I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm seeing someone, by the way.
You are.
Yeah.
Are you?
I am. Yeah.
What does that mean for you? That means more than 3 dates.
We're on date like 10.
What?
Probably 10 or 12.
That's the longest relationship I've known you to be in.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's great. It's fantastic.
What the fuck's happened in the past 2 months that I haven't seen you?
it's
I'm
upside-
single. You're in a
It's
relationship.
upside down world, baby.
What the hell is going on?
We're both straight.
Wait,
We're gay. Now we're straight. Everything's upside down.
It's wild. You know, Choi lives down the block. He's
He
single.
He moved.
He's single.
He is single. Wait, I need to catch up with him.
Well, I was walking. I forgot my backpack at Governor's, so shout out Eric Newman for getting it for me. And so I go to walk to the park. I run into Choi outside.
Wow.
The movers are moving everything in. I go,
Wow.
so you are coming here, huh? He goes,
wow.
I am moving up here. I
What,
go,
what cross street? Sorry.
what 2 blocks up, 1 to the west.
Okay.
And I was like, you know, we have a whole single comic community up here. And he's like, if you could be quiet, she's in the apartment right now. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, we're doing something called a messy breakup. I was like, oh, that's going to be terrible. He's like, yep.
I told him that's what it would be.
That's like that was like 2 months ago.
I told him that's what it would be.
Well, that's
Like,
not
'cause
possible. I haven't been here 2 months. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like a month ago.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Well, you're in good company-ish, I guess. You've got a people to bounce ideas off of.
Yeah, but they're the worst
They're
people.
the worst. Yeah.
They're truly the worst at being single.
Can I give you 2 books to read before you go into the dating world? They were like transformative for me. I'm not going to do this to you now, but
Okay.
they were very helpful.
Okay, you're not going to make me read them now. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you read them on camera.
Okay.
Yeah, New York dating is so brutal. It's horrible. Good luck.
Yeah, but then, you know, there's pros and cons. Pros, it's new people. You get to meet new people. You get to go out there. But, so here's the good thing about being in a bad relationship. You know what you're in for.
Yeah.
There's comfort.
The devil you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's comfort in the unsatisfaction.
People live their whole lives that way.
Exactly, and I get it.
You're right.
Like, I do understand. And I'll be honest, they might be right.
Yeah. Because it could be worse. There's always that thing in the back of your mind where it's like, is this really is it bad, or is there so much worse that I could be experiencing? Because you also don't want to be alone. At least you're not alone when you're with somebody, too.
Because one thing you both can agree on is that you're not the biggest fan of each other. So you have common ground.
Right. It's also kind of fun being pissed off at someone all the time.
You always have a story.
Right.
Isn't that nice?
When you go home and you're like, you wouldn't believe what this idiot did. That's like my whole relationship with my extended family. Like, I go visit my aunts or uncles, and I come home, and I got a cousin. He'll never see this. I got a cousin in downtown Brooklyn who is...
What?
I have a cousin who lives literally like
around the corner from me.
Literally 1 block around the corner with his 2 kids and his wife. And I tried to get to know him. Like, he's like 10 years older than me. And first lunch, I was like, hey, how you doing, Alex? And he went into, what's her name? Taylor Greene, the Republican politician. Marjorie Taylor Greene, about how she's not that bad. First thing.
Oh, wow.
Out of the gate.
Oh, so he's real Brooklyn.
Real Brooklyn, real Republican.
That's nice.
Greek guy.
Greek kid.
Greeks are very Republican.
Greeks are extremely Republican.
It's surprising.
Yeah, for people that historically have been terrible with money.
Yeah. We're very good. You know what they're very good at? Starting diners.
Amazing at starting diners.
My grandfather owned a diner.
I know. We know the story.
By law, yeah.
But yeah, people don't talk about this.
He moved to America. It's like, you have to make pancakes 24 hours a day. You have to make pancakes and buffalo chicken wraps that are
You have to learn how to make French onion soup.
Pretty okay, yeah. What the fuck were you talking about?
What were you talking about?
But that's my favorite thing
cousin.
to complain to my mom about. Like, I'm like, this guy. I ran into him on the street the other day, and I'll just go home and be like, Alex, he's a fucking idiot. My mom's like, I know. And it's the thing we bond over. Just talking about how stupid my cousin is.
So, yeah, I get it. I've done some wild things, Tom. I've been doing some wild things. I brought it up on the pod.
What do you mean?
I asked out a coworker.
Oh, that's bad news.
Yep.
Don't do that.
Well,
how'd it go?
It happened. I asked in person. Technically, she said yes.
What did he say? Damn it.
Yeah, well, no, that one worked. But... no, she said yes, but we never did it.
It's kind of the best of both worlds.
Right. It's nice that it was a yes.
It was nice.
But
wait, because she never showed up, or you didn't?
I was like, just let me know when you're around. I never nailed it a day.
Oh, dude, you have so much to learn.
Oh, dude, it was 2 days being sings.
So you had this cooking for a while. You were thinking.
Oh, I was thinking it for a while.
When I'm single, I'm gonna pull the trigger on.
It's exact. I needed a moment of isolation.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't give them let me know when. No woman wants that.
I
want to be
know.
told what they want to be. Everyone just wants anything in life. I mean, you're in sales. People just want to be told what to do.
I know.
Tell me how to be, daddy. That's what I say to myself in the mirror every morning. Tell me how to be, and then I kiss.
Yeah, you rub your nipples.
I rub my nipples. I kiss myself on the lips in the mirror, and I say, "You're the prettiest girl in this whole town."
Oh, that's why the lipstick's on your mirror.
Yeah, all over. Yep. You're the prettiest girl in this whole town, Tom. I was like, I know we are.
So stupid.
Yeah,
that's neither here nor there.
What do you want?
So we did that. It's all right. I have her number now.
Doesn't sound all right.
No, it's not bad, but it never happened.
Yeah, it could have ended worse.
Right, could have ended worse.
Yeah,
but
like a sexual harassment case.
No, that's why I'm not pursuing that much.
That's the tough thing about being a gal. It's the only thing.
It's truly the only thing.
It's truly the only thing that's tough. Everything
else is pretty nice.
It's much harder for men, especially as a straight white guy. I'll say that. But when you get approached by a guy,
I know
they can't say no.
I know
it's one of these catch-22s of like, if I say no, is he going to be angry and punch me in the head and rip my head off? Because women are typically smaller than men. I don't think
historically.
Yeah, they're growing.
Yeah, they are growing.
They are. Depends what state you're talking about. Alabama. They might be bigger than both of us. The average weight of a woman in Alabama.
I should move down there.
Do you think? I'd say the average weight of a woman. Do you think it's bigger than 195? I weighed in today.
You think the average weight?
They're not. They're not bigger than 195.
In Alabama?
I shot down my own argument before it even started.
Right. But you do. I was seeing a girl for like a month.
Yeah.
That she broke it off with me, which is fair.
Whoa! We're seeing a girl for a month, 3 months after.
So I met this girl a day after.
A day after. Wow, good for you.
Yeah. That was the whole thing. Nice girl, but she's like, "Is this going to turn into anything?" I was like, "No, you idiot."
Rebound.
Yeah. Well, she might listen to this. You're nice.
Where'd you meet her?
Through buddies.
Is that a gay dating app?
Yeah, so it's this app where you upload pictures, but you come up in your buddy's butthole. It's called Through Buddies.
You can only upload pictures of your buddy's butthole.
But then your pictures in the butt. You have to get a lot of pictures.
It's so many pictures.
It takes up a lot of space on your phone.
You need like 12 to 14 gigs to
drain your battery.
Participate. It drains your battery. You better have an external battery charger ready to go because this Buddies app is going to rip you apart.
Designed by NASA. But that was stupid. That was a stupid joke. But now, haven't done anything in quite a gay time. So I was like, you know what? I can't let this girl win, me and the ex.
Yeah. You know what you should do?
Fill me in.
Have sex with a guy. No. Because did we talk since I came back from my international travels? That around the world trip. We didn't get to talk.
Wait, how many guys did you bang?
A lot. All of them.
Nice. All the guys.
All the guys in Asia. They're small, so you got to get your fill by doing quantity. Anyway, if you go to Asia and go on Tinder, go on Hinge, you will be swimming in it. It's like one of the things. It's like one of the things I really.
But a gripe. Here's a gripe I have with you.
What's that?
You go to fucking Asia, you go with a white girl.
What are the odds, huh?
Apparently pretty good.
The world's upside down, baby.
You live here, you see Asian girls. You go to Asia, you see white girls.
Yeah.
Your parents must be pissed, dude.
My parents don't know anything. They stopped asking. My whole family just stopped asking about my dating life. I think it makes them more sad than... It definitely makes them more sad than it makes me.
My parents, ever since I broke up with the lady, every time I see my parents, first two questions.
Who are you dating?
Any word from the ex?
Oh, God.
And have you seen anyone since I've last seen you?
Why do they care so much? Why do the parents
Why
care?
do they think that that's like a good... And they listen to this. They listen so they're hearing this right now. Why would you think that's a good idea to bring up every single time I see you?
I think most people just run out of conversation.
I do think that's a part of it.
I think people just don't have questions that are good questions.
Right.
They just say superficial about like relationship, job, car, apartment, weather is like the 5 categories of things. Maybe politics, but people don't ask like introspective, get to know you kind of questions. No. When was the last time you cried? That's a real question. You don't need to answer that now, but ask that to someone. You'll get a real conversation going pretty fucking quick.
Okay.
I cried today in therapy.
You went to therapy? You've been going to therapy?
I go to therapy for like 6 years, dude.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've been working, dude.
Can I be honest? It's not working that well.
Imagine how bad it could be.
I know. God, this is not working out.
I could be getting DUIs every other week like I did when I was 22.
Well, that's when you had hair.
Oh, barely.
Well,
I started losing my hair when I was, I don't know, honestly, 18.
Is when you started losing your hair?
Yeah.
What started deteriorating first, your hair or your hips?
Yeah. Good one.
Yeah, you knew where that was
I
going.
knew, yeah.
All right. How your hips been?
Good.
They svelte? You have svelte hips? They have
Svelte?
loose?
Svelte?
Are they loose? Are they tight? What's
my
going
limber,
on?
absolutely
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
But I found that doing strength training actually really helps kind of like fortify the muscles around the hip.
That's what I've been telling you for 6 years.
It took me a long time to figure that out. But I've been doing squats and
Good.
get back to that routine, so I'm good. But it hasn't helped my hair at all.
No, it
probably,
won't.
Probably more bald than ever, frankly.
Yeah. Well, that's
how
it all
that's
works.
how it goes. It's not getting better.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, you should get the hair plugs. I was like, and look like I have a bunch of ant legs on my head, like staples. They look like someone stapled hair into someone's head. They're not nice.
You know, I got a Instagram story like back 5 years ago, and it was me taking a picture of you on stage, and it said Jason Statham looks terrible.
Pretty good joke.
Little would we know, he would get hit by a truck and still look better than you.
Did he get hit by a truck?
Oh yeah, you don't know that?
I don't know that,
dude. What? How are you in reality but not?
What year was this?
What year was
Did he get hit? Did he get hit by a truck?
2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Oh no, wait, that was Jeremy Renner.
They're pretty interchangeable.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner got hit, but
Because I was gonna say that I can feel. You might not know this, but bald guys can feel the pain of other bald guys.
Yeah, there's like twins.
So I was like 2 months ago, I actually felt like I woke up in my bed. I was like, oh my god.
When you see another bald guy, is it like people that drive Jeeps? Do you like wave at each other when you walk by?
Yeah, we do a tip of the skull.
Tip of the skull.
Tip of the skull. Tip of the skull to you. I rub my bald spot at his bald spot, and then they shine back at each other.
That's so stupid.
We do Morse code with the shine of our bald spots.
Okay. Well, what was the basically
You're talking about dating.
I was going to talk about the apps.
And we were talking about
but I really had no much more about the apps. I've only been on for less than 24 hours. I did the unlimited swipes. Tobin said you should do unlimited swipes.
Yeah, but you got to upgrade the Hinge package. They give you better people.
Well, there's 2 packages.
Yeah.
There's the plus and then like premium.
The premium is the one where you have like unlimited roses or something, right?
No, roses are a separate thing.
Roses are
I don't fully understand.
Roses are for cucks.
Yeah, roses are fucking.
Oh, I love you so much. Let me send you a rose. Let me know how much I like you. Oh, that'll make you like me. Me liking you will make you like me, right? Fucking losers. I've sent a lot of roses.
I was gonna say that therapy's really working. Huh?
Oh, you fucking
Is that what your therapist says back to you?
Yeah,
like I've been sending a lot of roses to people. They're like, I'm Tom.
Yeah, I say stuff. I'm like, hey, I'm having a really hard time with my body deteriorating and life just coming at me too fast. I think I'm gonna
Chinese food by myself.
I think I'm gonna die alone. And then my therapist will just play back to me. Oh, I think I'm gonna die alone. Oh, I think my hips aren't working very well.
So they're Chinese.
They just mock me. Yeah, they're a little Chinese baby, actually. My therapist is a little Chinese baby boy. Like,
it's so stupid.
wearing one of those the hats.
No, the rice patty hats.
One of the rice patty hats. And shaking a shaker.
No, but now we're gonna try to go. We're just gonna try to go, Tom. I don't really know what that means.
Who's we?
I don't know. Mancusi's making me sad.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't know. Bramante doesn't help. Tobin came to do the podcast 2 weeks ago, and my mom said, "Don't do everything the opposite of what he said to do."
Oh, was he talking about? What was his advice?
Get the unlimited swipes. I don't know if he said that on the pod or off the pod.
You gotta have fun. I think that's what it's about. And you gotta just be out there a lot, and eventually you'll figure out what you're looking for. But are you looking for sex? Or are you looking for connection? Or are you looking for a relationship? I think that's one of the things you got to be honest with yourself about.
And I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. What I do know is I want to beat the ex, which won't be hard because she lives in the middle of nowhere.
What is winning here, and why do you need to win?
I don't know. These are all fantastic questions. I feel like it's because there was no closure, like no formal closure.
Yeah.
So this is closure.
What would happen if you got closure, Rich?
Nothing. Nothing would happen. Nothing would change. But, well, maybe some things would change. I don't know. Maybe my mindset would change.
I think on that one a little bit.
Are you recommending closure?
I think closure is good.
You think closure is good?
For you, it depends. You need to close the chapter, close the book and move on in your own way, like mentally, or sometimes it helps to use the other person to say, like, send a text and be like, hey, just so you know, I'm considering this over. Like, and I'm not going to be following you on Instagram. I'm not going to be returning your calls and texts. I'm just going to need a lot of space. I mean, it's been 3 months, so I think it's maybe past that point. But
yeah.
I think that helps just mentally to be like, you're putting up a wall and you're not leaving the opportunity for it to come back. Cause like part of you is always thinking like, is she coming back? Am I going back?
Well,
until you burn the bridge, you burn the bridge.
I know I'm not. I know she's not. She can't. She, out of principle,
right, out
of pride, she can't.
The crazier things have happened. It happens in every relationship.
You don't.
There's always the vending machine effect. You push it over, and then the thing swings. It's like a swing set. You know, when you push the swing comes back. It takes a while to get like critical momentum to get the swing up and over the top. Have you been on a swing recently? I went on a swing. They're fucking as fun as I remember. I had a great time.
Okay, let me just break this down. You turn 34, you ate Chinese food by yourself on your birthday, and you're starting to swing again.
Yeah, I'm a kid.
Everything's working out.
Hey,
everything's coming up looch.
Look, I got nothing to prove to anyone. As far as I'm concerned, I died years ago. This is all bonus life.
The day you started comedy was the day you died.
I don't fucking care. No, some point during the pandemic, I don't know when it was, but I'm convinced a big part of me died. And I'm like, I am living a life now that is so different than what I thought it would be that I don't even
what does that mean? Now break that down for me.
I think the pandemic threw off my life course so much.
In a positive or negative? Or yes?
Or just, it was so unexpected that it completely changed my worldview.
Right.
That I don't have expectations anymore about like what life could be, because like something like that could happen and throw everything out of the trajectory anyway.
Right. Okay, fair.
It might not make sense, but that's how I feel.
Was the pandemic a bigger factor in your life than being bald?
It was either going to be bald or gay. It was going to be one of those two. I mean, think about if I had hair, Rich. Let me take my hat off for this. Like, if I had hair.
If you had hair, things would go so much better for you.
I definitely wouldn't be here talking to...
You wouldn't be here talking to me.
Fucking loser. God, hanging out with Tobin with his tank top. Was he wearing the tank top on that episode?
Yeah, he's a beater guy now.
No, he's not. He'll change his outfit just to get attention. He was wearing a suit for a while. He was
wearing suits for a while.
He was wearing a beater.
And he has a very fake gold watch.
Yeah. Was he wearing his stupid boots?
I didn't even know he had stupid boots.
He was wearing Chelsea boots for a while.
He's wearing wife beaters and Chelsea boots?
I don't know, man.
Bramante's wearing chains now.
Chains?
He's 36 years old.
Like outside, though.
Yeah, gold chain. He's wearing a gold chain. He started wearing a gold chain at 36.
You got to, whatever makes you happy, man. I'd love to shit talk, and it's probably better for the pod if I shit talked all these people, all of our friends, but it's so hard to be happy. Just do it. If wearing a gold chain makes you happy, that's easier than going through 6 years of therapy.
Well, it's not working for you.
It's not working.
No.
I mean, I'm thinking I'm having a pretty good time these days, but you're making me reconsider.
Well, fill me in on this chick you're seeing there, Tom.
What would you like to know about her? She's a sweetheart.
Ethnically Ethnically
gay. Did I get you with that one? She's Italian.
No.
Yeah, you're shocked.
What part of Italy? Beijing?
Beijing, yeah. Little island off the coast called Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Italian. So
yeah.
okay, we're going to find what's wrong with her. Why she's like into like crystals and shit?
No. She's a teacher.
That was my next guess. I swear
She
to Christ,
teaches.
that was my
She
next
teaches.
guess.
Well, she's a ballerina. That's her like full-time job.
That's where the problem is.
That's the problem for you.
Or maybe not the problem, but that's very Luciano.
What about it?
You like dance. You like tight women.
Who doesn't? Is that a?
I've recently found out a couple of my buddies don't.
They don't.
They
They
like
loose?
heavier women.
Yeah, I mean that's a thing too.
Yeah.
I feel like people go in. There's a spectrum of weight. Was there a time in my life? No, I've always been.
You've
into,
always been a tight.
like runners, dancers,
Yeah.
gymnasts.
Yep.
Children. That's a joke. Yeah.
Men.
Tight men. Yeah, she's great. She's really cool.
So she's a ballerina, not a teacher.
She teaches ballet, like at night, and then during the day she's like rehearsing and then like touring and stuff.
Touring. Okay. And this was a Hinger?
Hinge.
Shocking.
I mean, I've probably been on
A billion, if I were to count.
150, 200, over, I don't even know, 5 years? How many? Probably a couple hundred Hinge dates.
Yeah.
Easy.
It's very
It's wild
easily.
to think about. It's so gross.
But it's the truth.
It's the truth. I mean, it's just math at the end of the day. You just got to get out there.
It's a numbers game. Eventually,
It is.
someone's going to say yes to you, Tom.
See, it means so much less coming from someone who I don't respect.
Well,
Someone who is so unlikable and so single, and taking advice from Tobin and Bermonti and Mancusi.
I'm loosely taking advice from Tobin.
You had him on the pod to give you advice. I
did have him on the pod
I
to
want to
give
see
me
your.
advice.
Do you have jokes in your profile?
I tried to.
You tried to.
I'll show you. I'll also show you a text from the coworker and get your opinion on it.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
We're not going to do this now because the phone's being used.
Right, the phone's. But something I think, I sent it to Louisa Lang, and Louisa was like, huh.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, she wasn't sure?
No, she was like, very interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
didn't know how to read it.
No, she knew how to read it. I'll show you.
You show me later.
Right, but be that as a gay, we're still.
That's good.
Be that as a
That's
gay.
yeah.
No, we're doing that. We're trying other
What are your
things.
jokes?
My
What are your
life.
jokes? What are
What
are some jokes? On your
okay,
profile?
so also I don't know if my pictures are great. That's another thing. Like boys, like we're a couple boys. Boys don't
Speak
take
for yourself.
pics.
I'm a man. Yeah.
No, you are bald, but
Got all my pubes.
oh, I
They
know.
all came in. 34. They finally all showed up.
Some would say a little too many.
Mostly because they're on my back. Yeah.
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 Yeah, even your pubes have back hair.
They just go from my taint all the way up my butt to my back, up to the back of my head, and then they stop right where my hair should start growing.
You have like a Borat's bikini, but of hair.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
You're talking about your profile. What jokes?
The
you put in there?
profile. No, a couple. Like boys don't take pics, so I had to like do a deep dive
Yeah.
into the pics
Yeah.
to find a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Had the
You
source.
have comedy stuff though, right? Probably.
I put one comedy pick up. I'm trying. You know, because when I was single 92 years ago,
Yeah.
when the printing press was how you used to date.
Right. Gutenberg was your homeboy back then.
Yes.
He was the last guy on the pod. First guy on the pod.
He was the first guy on the pod. I only had comedy pictures, and nothing happened.
I remember that. Yeah, that's a bad
Right. So that's why I tried to go away. I also outsourced some pics from the great and powerful Jack Grady. Shout out Jack Grady, one of my high school buddies. He's like, here's 2 pictures of you.
From high school.
He's currently in high school.
From 2011. Yeah.
He's currently a
It's
junior.
you at high school.
Yeah.
It's like you hanging out on the track.
He's on the lacrosse team.
Yeah.
he has some pictures I'm in that he sent over to me. He's like, I'd recommend using these too, so they're in the profile.
Nice.
He also told me some things. I'm like, I don't think that's how it works. But I have two. Simon. We know Simon. He was on the podcast 6 months ago.
Sure.
He took a picture of me over the summer and at one of Stone Street where I'm just sitting down in a chair. I took those, used those.
Nice.
And then I have one with that guy Don Chen's. Remember you used to have a podcast with Polzello for 3 seconds?
No.
Oh, well, there's a picture of us two from 2019. I thought I looked all right in it, so I put that up.
Nice.
And then one of me from I just did Tommy and Luis's show. It's a sold out show, and I'm on stage, so I thought that was a nice one to end on.
Nice.
Also included the Instagram there, which with all my clips.
All your clips. Interesting.
So that could be good. Louisa Lang thinks that's bad.
I think it's bad.
So I'll take it down.
I think you need to be mysterious as much as possible in the first 3 to 4 dates.
Well,
shorter the better, less information. Get them talking about themselves as much as physically possible. You should be talking maybe 15% of the time. You're doing a bad job if you're talking 50% of the time.
by the way,
yeah.
now that we're speaking about percentages and time, I got my office into the Luciano method.
Which is what?
Date, first date drink, second date activity, third date dinner.
Yeah.
And they're trying to stick to 45 minutes to an hour first date.
How's it working for them?
Not great.
Not good.
Yeah.
Why?
They're new to it.
The first date's only 45 minutes to an hour. The
well,
other
right.
one,
the others are, they can be
yeah.
as long as you want. One guy tried to do all of them in one date. I was like, that's not a good idea.
No.
Yeah, I was like, that's not what we're saying here. Because now you have no leverage.
Yeah.
You've used all your resources.
It's so sad to say that it's like supply and demand. If they have unfettered access to you at all times, and it looks like you're just the guy who is waiting for them to, you're waiting for them to tell you when to leave, you look like a pussy.
Right.
Like you need to leave first and have things to do.
Oh, you gotta be a busy boy.
Yeah.
You gotta be a BB. You gotta be a buzz.
Yeah, rarely
you gotta
text.
be a bumblebee.
I mean, there's also no reason to text a gal every day unless
you're gay.
Unless you're trying to suck off her big dong. Yeah, I mean it's a status game in New York is the saddest thing.
I know, it's true.
You know, like older, like guys. What do guys have with it? Like the status is like if you're an older dude, that's good. If you make more money than them, that's good. If you're better looking than them, that's obviously good.
That's obviously
if you're funnier than them, if you're smarter than them, like all of that stuff, like that's really you're never gonna punch at the same level.
Now Mayhole told me he's like, this actually might be a good thing to break up because he's like, you're 29, you're starting to make money. He's like, this is it,
dude. I've only felt like my stock has been going up for the last, especially in the last 2 years. The number of girls who have come proactively up to me, I've never made them come. If that's what you were.
No, I was going to say, and that's without hair.
Yeah, seriously. No. I'm shocked. I'm like, you know that I'm bald? And they seem to not care.
Let me ask you your opinion on this, Tom. Asking a girl, Tobin's done this and it hasn't worked out. Asking a girl to come to a show and then get a drink after.
I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
It's too intimate. It's too.
But it's cool.
What's cool about it?
Like I'm doing New York Comedy Club Friday, 7 p.m. Bring a girl. She gets to sit like backstage in your comedy club. You crush.
No one cares about you.
I know people.
Looking cool. People only care about themselves. So if you're dating a girl, your only job is to make
them look cool.
Yeah, to make them look cool.
I know.
To make them feel special.
But that's where I thrive, Tom. I don't thrive in many other places. I thrive deadlifting and doing stand-up.
How much are you deadlifting these days?
This morning I did 425 for a set of 3.
425?
And a pretty easy set of 3.
Hot dog.
And that's after doing 5 sets of 3 at 365 squat.
365 squat. Good for you.
Last week I did 405.
Are you doing the hex bar or do you do straight bar?
I'm a heterosexual.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Because I like the hex bar, which makes sense because I blow
gay.
dudes.
Right.
Because it's just better for the grip for me. Like I feel like I get more reach going this way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway,
we could talk about that. We could talk about that off mic. But what was I going to say? That is where I thrive. I'm the comic. Everywhere else, I'm average.
But she doesn't know. I think she'll assume that you thrive just because you have pics of you doing stand-up and you've been doing. If you tell her you've been doing it for 6 years, when you show her your stand-up, there's no mystery anymore. The mystery is gone.
I know.
That's part of it. Is like you want to be you want to be like share that or wait to disclose that until you're into the relationship. You got to withhold certain things and access to certain parts of your life so that you slowly let them in. If you just open the gates and be like, I take every girl to see me do stand-up on the second date, it's like, you've done that for how many people? They're like, yeah, it seems like he does this every time.
I know.
I'm sorry.
No, you're right. You're right. And the girl I'm thinking of already saw me perform, and it was pretty bad. It was in the early days of Stone Street when not many people were there.
Yeah.
So it's what it is.
The coworker?
Yeah. I know. But be that as a gay, we're
I love that.
Be that as a gay.
That should be your the catchphrase.
Is that the title for this episode? Be that as a gay.
Absolutely, yeah. That's so funny. I love that. The 3 people who requested me, they now get my stamp of approval on that title.
Yep.
But
But
are these 3 people? Sorry. Go
I
ahead.
have no idea. I don't know them.
Oh, these are just people off the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
No, unlike everyone else we're friends with, I actually have fans.
Okay.
Given they're more into my feet than the content, I still have more subscribers than everyone together.
Those feet can deadlift. I'm sure you'd get some subscribers if you showed people your feet while you're deadlifting.
1,000,000,000%, dude.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
A weightlifter's foot.
Especially barefoot on.
Those are some Venn diagrams that just hit the algorithm so hard.
Yep. Also, I have my love of my life is at my gym. That's someone.
Gym crush?
You ever just see someone you'll know you'll never have a shot with? Isn't that nice?
It is nice. Just the fantasy of it. Yeah.
Yes. There's no pressure with
Yeah.
someone so out of your league
Yeah.
that it's kind of liberating.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't have to worry about doing anything about it.
Right.
There's no action you're going to take.
Nothing I do is going to get her.
But that's when you take action, surprisingly. You'll run into her and be completely at ease because you're just like, oh, of course. Of course I'll talk to you like a normal person and not give a shit about you.
Right.
Because I know I have no shot. And then she'll like you. She'll be like, why does this guy not give a shit? Every other guy is seemingly smitten by me.
You're right. But she's like 6 foot.
6 foot.
She's like a legit.
You like a big, tall lady.
I like a long
You want a
lady.
woman to pick you up. You want a woman to put you. You want a woman to put you in her little baby Bjorn and squat you with a bunch of weight on her back and say nice things to you. And
not really, because the analogy I've been using with her, she's like if Taylor Swift deadlifted. That's what she looks like. She has the figure of Taylor Swift, but she has a little muscle.
So Fabio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huge dog.
Anytime you ask me to think of somebody, it's like Tyrese if he had hair. I'm like Fabio.
Okay.
I always think
Tyrese with hair.
Yeah, I always,
the black guy from Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always come back. It's in my mind. I can only see Fabio. Wait, Taylor Swift.
Is she dude? This girl is a rocket.
Is she thick or is she lean?
Lean.
So she's like a runner. She's more my type or a thicker gal?
No, you're very much your type.
Long, lean.
Yes.
She's toned.
Yes.
I like that.
And she has legitimate, this might make me gay. She has real weightlifting equipment. She took a squat belt out. I'm like, that's a legit powerlifting.
So you have something in common with her.
Right. I have
this
little.
Is building your fantasy.
I know.
You both like dudes.
It's like you need chalk, huh? We both like dudes.
You should go up there. That should be your opening line. Hey, I noticed you had a squat belt.
I also like men.
Also, do you want to go on a quadruple date with me and 3 guys?
You want to sit and watch me and my buddy Tom pod?
You want to watch me squat or deadlift while I film my feet?
What was I going to... No, but yeah, that's... I'm trying to think of all the topics I had in my head. What the fuck did you just do?
What do you mean topics?
I had a bunch of things.
Riffing, baby.
No, I wanted to hit the app. Really, the apps were the only thing I wanted to hit on with you.
I want to hear what your prompts are. What are your
prompts.
jokes?
So, a fact that I like that no one talks about, and this is a true fact. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Amy Poehler was only 7 years older than Rachel McAdams in Mean Girls. But she played her mom.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
No one talks about that.
No one talks about that.
So that's my first thing.
That's good fodder. Yeah.
That's good fodder, right?
That's good fodder.
Second thing is, I won't stop talking about, or something I'm dead set on, something like that. Mm-hmm. One of those. Mattress Firm is a money laundering scheme.
That's your theory? Like the prompt for that is like something you believe that is an unpopular opinion or something like that?
It's like, let's make sure we're on the same page.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
And then what's my third one? Something I do that I know everyone else does or something like that is I spend a lot of time on Zillow looking at houses I'll never buy in areas I'll never live.
Yeah, that's very funny. That's good. Those are good.
Those are good, right? I thought they were pretty good. I spent 25 minutes on them.
That's very good. Yeah, because it shows those are funny, one. But they're like conversation starters. Like people can be like, I do that, or why do you do that? Like it leaves opportunity for them to get in on the fun.
Right. That's my hypothesis.
The bad ones for me, and I learned this probably too late. I mean, it took me a while to figure out, is like if you just have like a joke period, like they're not going to like out joke your joke. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the years are fun because they're like not really jokes. They're just like
they're communal.
They're sharing things about your personality, like your worldview, or So I'm trying to think of the ones that I had because I honestly haven't been on them in months, which is crazy.
How long have you been? So you've been on 10 to 12 dates with this girl. How long have you been seeing her calendar-wise?
Well, I saw her right before I left for the international world tour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, January. It was the first date.
Oh, and then you came back and it's been 9 since?
Yeah, we were like talking, texting throughout that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
that's good.
Every week, a couple times, like
two times a week?
Twice a week, a couple times. Yeah. Yeah.
So, because, correct me if I'm gay. It's funny. It's funny every time.
Pretty funny, yeah.
What do you, as the inventor of the Luciano method, what do you do after the third date?
What do you do after the third date?
Have you extended the method since?
You kind of, well, hopefully by that time you have like some inside jokes or some interests that you've gathered from them of like, what do you like to do? Like I was talking to this gal, Rachel, and we were...
Jew.
No.
What?
Italian. I told you this. Catholic.
Oh, that's her name.
Her name's Rachel.
Her name's Rachel?
Yeah, with an E at the end.
Rachele?
Yeah, it's an Italian.
Oh, like probably pronounced like Rochelle over there?
It's not, though.
I don't like this.
I don't like it either, but she made it clear out of the gate. She was like, it was like one of the first things she said. It was like, it's actually, because I didn't, she's like, it's Rachel. People think it's Rochelle.
Yeah, right.
After the third date, well, hopefully by then you have like enough common interests where you can go do something. Like we were talking about painting or pottery or some bullshit, and I was gonna plan for our
because you both knew you're gay.
Because we both, I was like, I like to stick my dick in the clay, and I imagine it's a dude's butt, and she was like, I don't know why you're bringing that up.
It's you and her like the movie Ghost, and you make a cock out of the clay.
I keep trying to eat the clay while it's spinning.
You just lick it.
I craft it with my mouth. Yeah. So we were going to do like a pottery thing. That was something. And then hopefully, here's a good one.
Throw it at me.
Dinner at your place. You make dinner. Is it a fun one?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a good move.
It's a really nice, you got to have a meal. Like I like to have something new.
How much chicken did you make?
Over the course of the last 7 years.
No, I meant that one dinner at your apartment.
Because you're referring to the chicken gauntlet that
I did? Yeah.
Not that much. I made what did I make? I made chicken piccata, the lemon sauce, and the capers. Banging.
Capers guy, huh?
Capers are
nice. And you
nice.
tell me she's not a Jew?
She's not a Jew.
I don't know about
It's
this.
an Italian recipe. It's not like she created it. It's not like she created chicken piccata.
Capers are Jewish to me.
I would agree.
And according to last episode, Ben Kirschenbaum said I could call things Jewish or not Jewish. So keepers are Jewish.
There was something I was about to bring up at work that happened that I will not say. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
It wasn't about Jews. Don't worry. Jewish? Did he say? What did he say that you could say?
He said on the pod that he gives me full rights to make comments about Jews.
Why?
Which he did not have to because I've been doing it for almost 3 decades.
You could pass. You're Jewish passing.
People think I'm Jewish, but they also think I'm Cuban. So
you got to put that in your act. That's very funny. It's something about your hair.
Yeah.
And your posture. You got a Cuban attitude.
I got a Cuban attitude?
You got a Cuban attitude. The way you carry yourself is very Cuban.
I fucking hate capitalism.
There's something about being from New York that is like the Jews have done a good job infusing themselves into the culture.
Yes.
Because my mom, people think she's Jewish, and all of her friends are Jewish, but she's a Greek lady.
Yeah, but I've seen that. If you grew up here, you know the difference between Greeks, Jews, and Italians.
Right.
But if you're not from here and you put 3 of them in a lineup, you really struggle.
She says Yiddish things too.
So do I, and that throws people off. I say a lot of Yiddish things.
See, but this is what I'm talking about, like the New York culture.
Where's your mom from?
Yonkers.
Interesting.
Yeah, which is a huge city.
Yeah,
like relatively. Like
terrible comedy club.
I haven't been. I hear it's bad. My mom was like, here's a funny thing. My dad bought tickets. My dad's leads the men's ministry at his church.
Yes.
And he was like, I bought tickets for a comedian this week.
Yeah,
and I was like, who are you seeing, Dad? Big J Okerson.
No fucking shot.
And I was like, you are not going to like that. And he was like, I listened to some of his stuff on Spotify and it sounded pretty good. And I told him the type of comedy that he does. And he's like, I will not like this man. Like that. What were we talking about though before we got off track there? Apps. Oh, fourth date. Yeah, yes. I think. I mean, hopefully by then you're like you're banging at that point too. So you
should be.
You could have them over for watch a movie is a nice thing. Go on a walk if it's nice out. That's a good one.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna try to start implementing coffee dates.
Is that for a first date?
Could be. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good move.
Yeah.
A first date's just screening.
Tobin has a whole thing where you shouldn't get drinks on a first date. Because that's what every guy's asking for. I'm like, I think that's just normal.
No, that's a good...
it's just a normal thing.
It's a screening exercise. You want to see if they're not insane. And
right.
If they come over to your apartment and you bang them, that they're not going to steal the change out of your fucking jar.
Bingo.
You got to lick all your toilet seats.
Sure.
I ask them to, and most of the time they won't. That's my thing. That's what I'm into. Yeah, I think that's fourth date. You got to get creative. You got to use the information that you got to.
And then by 10, you're fucking. Now I'm driving the bus.
Yeah, then you're just hanging out at that point. Hopefully, it's just at a certain point you're just hanging out.
Right.
That's the goal.
But isn't that right? You hang out and then you die.
And then you die. I mean, that's basically what marriage is.
Right.
Do you want to
hanging out until you die?
Do you want to hang out until we both die?
Do you want to hang out, get the government involved, and then eventually die?
I used to have a bunch of lines like that on these dating apps like that. Like, hey, I hope this isn't too forward, but what are you doing next week? My parents are in town, and I want to introduce you to them.
Yeah, I know that your type of humor is where you try to take the relationship to an extreme initially.
Right.
That's your vibe with women. And I've noticed it works.
It's funny. I mean, it's obviously a joke. And if they don't get it, then that's a good sign, too, that they're an idiot.
Yeah.
And you just shut it down. How are we doing on time?
We're over.
We
did it, yeah.
We're cooking.
I do have to say, I've watched Tom Luciano work. I saw you work once. Do you remember when? Me, you, and Hardy got sushi in the seaport.
Yeah.
And you were putting it heavy on the waitress.
Yeah.
And let me tell you.
Could you have resisted?
I was pretty impressed.
You just have a good time out there. Despite what we all think, women are people too.
That's how you end it. All right, folks. Yes, for him, he's here.
Hey-o.
Goodbye.
Hit me up on...
Finish it.
Not Tom Luciano.
At not Tom
Luciano on Instagram.
Yeah,
and Twitter.
Twitter. All right.